Now at 9, remembering Richmond officer Sierra Burton, how law enforcement across states came together to honor her.
And YMCA of Muncie paving the way for the city.
Plus, tomorrow is National Voter Registration Day, how SGA can help you.
Today was the Queen's funeral. We have everything you need to know.
And look at the forecast right now, looking quite nice across the region. Clear skies across much of the area. And looking at those temperatures right now, quite warm. 70 degrees here in Muncie, 70 degrees here in Annapolis, so quite warm across the area. But also looking at the headlines for this evening, we're expecting hot weather to continue through the midweek, with storms arriving by midweek as well. For major cold down ahead of you as they head towards the end of the week this week.
Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening and thanks for being with us. I'm Anna Chalker.
And I'm Tegan O'Mara. The YMCA of Muncie has sold its downtown facility to the city.
NewsLink Indiana's Alex Almanza is with us in studio to break down how this impacts the future of YMCA. Alex?
Well, working toward building a new state-of-the-art community recreation center, the Downtown Y selling their building with a leaseback clause, the sale being finalized at last week's Muncie Redevelopment Commission meeting. The Muncie Redevelopment Commission has purchased the downtown YMCA building for $500,000. This is plans called to consolidate the downtown and northwest facilities into one location at Muncie Central High School. In a press release, President and CEO of the Muncie Y says he hopes the new facility will help spur economic momentum within the community, including the potential to increase neighboring property values. Mayor Dan Ridenour said the purchase was, quote, an important investment for the community.
Yes, we might have to demolish if that's what ends up happening, but I think we would probably put out, in this particular case, we would put out a full RFP and get requests for proposals and see what people wanted. Some might want to put in apartments, some might want to put in, I'd love another IT or software company to move in. You know, there's all kinds of things, maybe even another hotel. I mean, there's all kinds of options.
The sale paves the way for the YMCA's next step in its new facility project, plans which were announced last year. Now, the sale was approved by a 4-to-1 vote, with Commissioner Isaac Miller voting against. Of course, because the new facility won't be complete for a couple more years, the Downtown Y will continue to operate at the current building via a leaseback agreement with the city.
Thank you, Alex. Law enforcement across 2 states came together today to honor a fallen Indiana police officer.
Agencies in Ohio joined police from Richmond for a procession in tribute to Richmond Canine Officer Sierra Burton. Burton died last night from injuries she suffered in a shooting during a traffic stop back in August. Police lined up to escort her remains from Dayton to a funeral home in Richmond. Officials say funeral arrangements are still being made, but will be made public once finalized.
National Voter Registration Day is tomorrow. The Student Government Association is working to get students ready for the upcoming midterm. They will be out on campus at the Scramble Light and University Green from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. All students are welcome to register. Head of Voter Registration, Monet Lindstrand, hopes to make tomorrow's event have a large impact and to mean more than just signing a ballot.
Tabling from 9 to noon in Cali and then noon to 3 in the atrium. And while we're doing that, we're going to be really talking about why you should register to vote, how to register to vote in both Indiana, but as well as out of state, and really the importance of college students specifically voting.
For more information, visit ballstatedaily.com.
Last weekend was one of Ball State's biggest events of the year, Family Weekend. It was filled with tons of exciting events and plenty of family time for Cardinals. It began with planetarium shows, a walking tour of Muncie, and a musical showcase. Saturday was tailgating in Ball State's football game against Murray State. One of the last events of the big weekend was a family golf outing. Susan Bird explains why her son becoming a Cardinal was the best fit for her family.
We wanted him to be able to actually move out and have the full college experience without feeling like he needed to live at home. So it was a good choice for us.
The next big weekend for Ball State is October 21st and 22nd with homecoming weekend, so make sure to tune in to NewsLink Indiana on October 21st for our exclusive bed race coverage. Now moving internationally, Queen Elizabeth II was laid to rest today. Thousands of people lined the streets to say a final goodbye to their late monarch. Now details for the royal funeral have been in the planning stages for years.
Inside Westminster Hall, dozens of royal dignitaries and members of the royal family filled the Abbey. Isabel Rosales was in Windsor with the details of today's funeral.
A somber day for the United Kingdom as the world says goodbye to a queen whose reign spanned more than 7 decades, the longest reigning monarch in British history.
The grief of this day, felt not only by the late Queen's family, but all round the nation, the Commonwealth and the world, arises from her abundant life and loving service, now gone from us.
Westminster Abbey's tenor bell chiming once a minute for 96 minutes, marking each year of Queen Elizabeth II's life. Roughly 2,000 people attended, including world leaders like President Joe Biden, First Lady Jill Biden, and members of the royal family. Following the service, thousands of people lined the streets of London as the Queen's coffin passed Buckingham Palace for the final time.
We adore her, and that's why we are here, because we are part of the Commonwealth.
The crowds cheering as her coffin left London. The Queen laid to rest in Windsor Castle, near her husband of 73 years, Prince Philip. In London, I'm Isabel Rosales reporting.
In other international news, the United States and Taliban have exchanged prisoners today. Mark Freericks from Illinois was kidnapped in January 2020. The Navy veteran was in Afghanistan at the time doing contract work. He disappeared weeks before the U.S. and the Taliban signed a peace deal. Authorities believe he was taken by the Haqqani network, which has links to the Taliban. President Joe Biden called Freerick's sister to let her know her brother is on his way back to the U.S. The Taliban received a prisoner who was held in U.S. custody on drug charges.
Senate Republicans want a new focus on a federal investigation of President Biden's son, Hunter. More than 30 GOP lawmakers, including Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, sent the U.S. Attorney General a letter asking the Justice Department to appoint a special counsel to look into Hunter Biden's business dealings. The letter came as House Republicans prepare for a committee vote on a resolution pressuring the White House to release documents related to the Biden family's overseas business deals. They say they want information into deals that took place before, during, and after President Biden's time in public office. The resolution does not seem to specify a time period for their documents request. The committee could vote on the resolution as early as tomorrow.
After the break, find out why those convicted of marijuana-related crimes may be the first to sell it in one state.
Plus, we'll tell you the unique way Walmart is trying to make online shopping easier for you in moments.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, Mitts will take you there.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. People impacted by the criminalization of marijuana may be the first to get the go-ahead to sell it in New York.
Regulators are giving preference for licenses to those who have been convicted previously for marijuana-related crimes. It's an effort to right the wrongs of those convicted and a way to keep large companies from taking over the market. Laws legalizing marijuana use in New York went into effect earlier this year. They are the first state to offer licenses to those with marijuana convictions.
Federal regulators rejected an airline's controversial request to slash commercial pilot hiring standards in half to address the pilot shortage. Regional airline Republic Airways asked the Federal Aviation Administration in April to allow graduates of its Lift Academy to become airline co-pilots with just 750 hours of flight experience. That's half of the 1,500 flight hours currently required of new airline pilots. The FAA says it denied the request after it determined the airline's new training program does not provide an equivalent level of safety as 1,500 hours of flight experience.
You might want to check your freezer soon because a frozen meal by Healthy Choice was just recalled. This is especially important for anyone who's allergic to milk. Here it is, the Korean-style beef. It's part of the line of Power Bowls, a Texas-based frozen food storage and repackaging facility called Valley International Cold Storage Acquisition said the labels don't have a warning that the meals contain milk. Luckily, there haven't been any reports of anyone getting sick. You can find more details on the recall on the USDA's website.
Some California residents could shop in a unique way soon at the first ever connected stores from Instacart. They announced the new store today. The aim is to help grocery stores bring together the best of online ordering and in-store shopping for customers. They say connected stores will create a unified, personalized experience for buyers by allowing them to move smoothly between the store's app and its physical in-store experience. The innovation has 6 new offerings, including Caper Cart, Scan and Pay, Lists, Carrot Tags, FoodStorm department orders, and out-of-stock insights. They are designed to make the shopping experience easier for customers.
Walmart is upping the ante to compete in the fashion game. The retail giant has acquired Zeekit, a virtual fitting room platform. People can use the Be Your Own Model on the Walmart app to see how clothes will fit them, with the option to use a photo of themselves or see how it fits on a model of their choice. Walmart says it allows customers to see how the fabric drapes and falls on their figure. This new feature launched last week, and it's available in the Walmart app for Apple product users.
A new report claims one of the top social media platforms is delivering misinformation to its young users. It came from NewsGuard's Misinformation Monitor. According to that report, nearly 20% of the videos that appear when you search TikTok contain some form of misinformation. Researchers say they compared search engine results from TikTok and Google this month on major news topics, including the 2020 presidential election and Russia's war in Ukraine. According to NewsGuard, TikTok, quote, repeatedly delivered videos containing false claims in the first 20 results, often within the first 5, end quote. Researchers also found TikTok's search engine contained health misinformation and dangerous claims. And now transitioning over to weather. Eric, what do you have for us?
We're tracking the crazy weather whiplashes. We're checking temperatures. The temperatures go from hot, humid weather to possibly cold weather by the end of this week, as our cold front is poised to make those temperatures drop quite a bit by the end of the week.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Emotes say a lot, but they can't say it all. Think your guildmate is struggling? Try these dialogue options. Go beyond emotes. Check in with your guildmates at seizetheawkward.org.
Every day,
Millions of people are connecting
and even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together.
we should still make an effort
We should still make an effort
to get to know each other.
on a deeper level.
Father,
Cosplayer,
Mentor.
actor.
it's time we take a step forward
It's time we take a step forward
come together,
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Welcome back. This was a weekend of extreme weather across the globe.
Flash flood warnings were issued yesterday for most of Puerto Rico as Hurricane Fiona makes its way across the island. Take a look at this video, a bridge being swept by floodwaters. Around 30 inches of rain is forecasted to hit the eastern and southern parts of the island, and the National Weather Service in San Juan says more is on the way. As of yesterday afternoon, the entire island was without power. That's around 3.3 million people. In a Facebook post, the territory's governor said power companies are working on reinitiating the system and that, quote, electrical charge will be added gradually. Now that's some pretty crazy stuff.
It was a crazy thing to watch, but here in Indiana, it's been a little calmer.
Yeah.
On the hotter side, start of fall, I think we're going to be hitting the 60s this week.
I sure hope so.
Yes, me too.
Of course, it's looking at that in our 5-day forecast. I mean, our forecast right now, as we look towards the forecast right now, looking at nice weather for much of the region right now. Looking at some nice weather for much of the region right now. Looking quite nice. Nothing to complain about. We did have some showers and storms that moved through early this morning, but those showers and storms are way off to our coast. They're looking at those showers and storms all the way up here in New England. So definitely not a problem for our area right now, but we're expecting that nice weather to continue into tomorrow and even for part of Wednesday too before our next system does arrive. And as we look towards the temperatures right now, temperatures are not as warm as they were earlier this evening. The temperatures are only around 73 degrees here in Muncie, 73 degrees here in Annapolis, and 72 degrees here in Bloomington. So quite mild out there, a little humid, but not too bad for your Monday evening. And as we look towards the night tonight, we're expecting temperatures to drop down to a low of 57 degrees. So a clear, mild night tonight. Definitely you might need the jacket by later tonight, but definitely looking to be a gorgeous night. And as you look towards your day tomorrow, we're expecting a hot, steamy day for day tomorrow. Well, it won't start out that way. Temperatures will start out in the low 50s the upper 50s for a low tomorrow, and then gradually warm to around 86 degrees by 5 o'clock. So definitely will be a day to go outside, throw the football, or maybe even go for a run. And also definitely a day to also hydrate because it will be quite humid out there. So definitely a day to make sure you're aware of the weather. So definitely stay hydrated out there, guys. And then looking towards your future forecast, we're expecting that nice weather to continue through the rest of tonight. Again, clear skies for night tonight, and with some clouds moving in by the morning. And then for day tomorrow, looking at a gorgeous day for tomorrow, lots of sunshine, maybe a few clouds from time to time. And then looking towards your Tuesday night again, looking clear skies again tonight, and this time tomorrow night. And then as you enter your day Wednesday again, another carbon copy of today, of tomorrow, but except we're expecting showers and storm chances to turn by Wednesday evening. And this will be due to a cold front that should be sliding through our area by later Wednesday. And that cold front will bring in a drastic drop in temperatures by Thursday. And you will see that reflect here on our temperature trend, looking at temperatures going from hot, steamy summer levels Wednesday to cold, very cool levels for Thursday. Temperatures on Thursday only top around 65 degrees, which is a stark contrast compared to Wednesday, where temperatures are going to be hot and steamy, but now will be dropping into the 60s, which would be fall-like feel, just in time for the first day of fall, actually. And expect those temperatures to remain cool through that Saturday, with temperatures not reaching that 70 degree mark until then, which is stark contrast from our average high of 77 degrees, which is what it is this time of year. So definitely not looking too good for that department. And for your fall lovers out there, fall is coming within the next 3 days, as fall will begin promptly at 9 o'clock, around just at 9 o'clock on Thursday evening. So definitely looking for fall. It's coming up real soon. And looking towards your 7-day forecast, again, expecting hot, steamy weather continue through Wednesday. There's a chance of storms later in the day on Wednesday, and expecting some nice, cool fall weather right by Thursday and Friday as those temperatures do take a tumble for that front. And expecting Temperatures remain around 7 degrees through Saturday, and our next system bringing an extension of showers and possibly a few storms for Sunday and Monday of next week.
Cool welcome to fall is what we're getting.
Yes,
I know
I'm super
90s
excited.
are not something we want to be seeing the next couple of days, but having it in the 60s is telling us fall is officially here.
Of course.
Eric, thank you so much. And the U.S. Geological Survey says a 6.9 magnitude earthquake has struck Taiwan's southeastern coast. The quake caused multiple buildings to collapse and even triggered tsunami warnings. Images from the area show some of the devastation it has caused. You see here a gymnasium collapsing on students playing badminton. About 110 soldiers have been deployed from Walling County along the island's eastern coast to aid relief efforts, according to Defense Ministry spokesman Soon Lee Fong. Now we're going to send it over to Dylan for a check of sports.
Hey, thanks guys. We check up on one high school football team on a current losing streak. Plus we've got the scores on Ball State athletics over the weekend. All that and more after the break.
Here's your sandwich, miss.
Oh, thank you.
And your burger.
Awesome, thank you.
And your bowl of boiling water, sir.
After retiring from the NFL, I've been able to spend a lot more time coaching my daughter's basketball teams. It's something I love to do. Through our games and our tournaments, we see all types of coaching, good and bad. And it begs the question, do we really know who's coaching our kids? Do they have the proper training and screening it would take for me to be comfortable with my daughters playing for that coach? Our Youth Basketball Association made the decision to use trusted coaches to screen and train all of our coaches. I'm a trusted coach. Are you?
So if one cat has 4 kittens who reproduce every 6 months, how many cats will there be in 5 years? Who's got it? Is this... What is that? Seriously? Who threw that?
Cats are terrible at math, but they sure do multiply. Please spay, neuter, and adopt.
The solution is 10.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Dylan Selke with sports. The Eagles of Delta football are forging forward with star running back Palmer Samuels. Delta has been on a roller coaster of the season so far, winning their first 3 games, then losing their next 2. After taking down crosstown foes Muncie Central, Columbia City, and Shelbyville in a landslide, the Eagles failed to keep the streak alive at Yorktown and then against conference opponent Mount Vernon. Although Delta finds themselves on a 2-game skid, head coach Chris Overholt emphasizes that the only game that matters is the one ahead.
Pretty cliche, you know, we take each week, 1 week at a time. Our goal is to be 1-0 at the end of the week. That way we don't get focused too far down the line. But we want to be very competitive with the rest of our conference schedule. It's a very good conference with 3A and 4A teams. And then just get better each week and get ready for the section.
They will look to bounce back and put a win on the board this Friday at Newcastle. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Keeping things on the gridiron, Ball State football taking on FCS opponent the Murray State Racers at Schumann Stadium this weekend. Ball State making quick work of the Racers, scoring this 14-yard Brady Hunt touchdown with the first 4 minutes to put the Cardinals up 7. Picking up the action in the third quarter, Ball State striking once again with Ja'Shawn Jackson, pylon diving touchdown to extend the lead over Murray State 21-0. Later in the third, Ben Von Gluten drilling this 27-yarder to put Ball State up 24-0 on the day. In the fourth, Cardinal running back Carson Steele punching in this 1-yarder to end the scoring for the day with a dominating Ball State victory 31-0. This becoming the Ball State Cardinals' first defensive shutout since the 2008 season. Head coach Mike New shares his thoughts on the team's effort after their first win of the year.
Great win. I'm really obviously proud of our football team. Anytime you can get a win and get a shutout,
Ball State football will look to take on Georgia Southern next Saturday in Georgia at 6 p.m. Over at Briner Sports Complex, Ball State field hockey opening up MAC play against Longwood on Friday. Ball State coming into the contest with a 3-2 record. In the second quarter, Ball State leading 1-0 until Longwood answers with a penalty goal to tie it up going into the second half. Third quarter, Ball State on the attack with freshman Fleur Noppert getting her second goal of the game to give the Cardinals the lead. However, Longwood able to respond with a goal of their own, and with just 3 minutes left to play, junior Rachel Bond sends a slap shot into the back of the net. This will be enough to hold on, and Ball State defeating Longwood with a final score of 3-2. The Cardinals' next matchup will be this Friday on the road at Kent State. Switching things over to the green, day one of Brittany Kelly Cardinal Classic wrapping up today. This is the first and only tournament that the Ball State women's golf team has at home. The Cardinals are coming off a 10th place finish at the Redbird Invitational last week. The Cardinal Classic will finish up tomorrow afternoon at the Players Club at Woodland Trails. And hey guys, a big weekend for the football team, taking home the victory, the first one of the season in Family Weekend. Did you guys happen to have your family up for the weekend and the game?
I didn't really, but I mean, it's a great time to have family be able to see that big win for Ball State.
Yeah, my family came up for a little bit.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I was able to have some family up as well on Sunday, not for the game though, but we were able to have some dinner. It was nice, and I got to see them for the first time in a little bit.
That's good, Dylan. Thank you so much. And after the break, we have the latest on your campus coverage.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared, so start now.
Right now? Right now.
You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. My name is Janice English, and this is your campus coverage. We saw many events on campus for Family Weekend. One of them, Family Game Night. This two-a-night event hosted by Late Night had multiple games for families to choose from. Families and students can come from the Student Center after the football game, Saturday from 9 to 1 a.m. on Sunday.
Okay, so far we've done all sorts of things. We got free food, that's always a plus. Aside from that, we looked around downstairs, there was billiards and stuff, and then there was all sorts of stuff in the...
We did the light whack-a-mole and cup pong.
Yeah, cup pong. The big cup pong was really fun.
And if you missed the fun family night, there are still many more events hosted by Late Night coming up.
Thank you, Janice. Now over to weather for a final look.
Again, looking at hot and steamy weather to finish off the summer for the next couple of days, and we're expecting again much cooler weather arrive just like for the first day of fall. Much cooler weather, mostly cloudy skies for Thursday and Friday. Temperatures only in the 60s, and then seeing rain chances return by this weekend, with temperatures hovering around the 70s.
Eric, thank you so much. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.